So the old adage is nose in, fingers out. And that was one of the biggest lessons for me very early in my career because I was so used to the operational side. But really, you need to take a step back and understand the long-term trajectory of the organization. Where can the organization thrive in the long term? I am a corporate director with an economics and finance experience, focusing on strategy and risk. And I started my career as an energy economist, actually forecasting oil and gas prices. And then I moved to the banking industry where I was focused on corporate risk. I went through the various roles there, looking at pipelines and energy, and then ended up heading up global energy. So this is a group of bank analysts. We were supporting the risk behind global project and structured finance. So very early on in my career, I was trained to look at organizations' business models, the risk that the organizations face, and what's changing around the landscape, and what might the opportunities be. And that all went into figuring out the risks, but also the opportunities when it came to large organizations moving forward. After that, I started my own strategic advisory business, where I've had the privilege of working with organizations of all sizes, from private sector, public sector, indigenous sectors, a variety of industries ranging from energy to financial services to your technology startups. And really it was about helping them grow and navigate complex business transformations. And along the way, I've helped establish 2 innovation centers, guest lectured in commercial strategies at universities abroad, and also had the privilege of serving on many boards, and also joined Women Get on Board as a mentor, a corporate director in residence, and I've been a regional ambassador for a very long time, ever since I met Deborah. So I accidentally started my board journey by something I was really passionate about. So when I was at RBC, I was invited to the first International Honens piano competition in Calgary. I grew up playing the piano, and so I was very interested in music. Fast forward a few years later, through the business and music community, I was invited to join the board. Honens needed someone with an economics and finance background to help the organization grow and also become sustainable. So I joined the board, we established a reserve fund, and then grew the organization into becoming a leading international piano competition, offering the largest prize. Honens is now in its 26th year of operation. I had the privilege of working with an amazing group of board directors, and that's where I learned a lot about good governance and how to guide an organization in its long-term growth path. So a couple of years later, I was invited to serve on the Canada Deposit Insurance Corporation board as a private sector director. So this is an organization that insures yours and my bank deposits up to $100,000. So that was over $1.2 trillion of Canadians' deposits when I was on the board. And all of that involved understanding the risk profiles, the risk trends of 83 financial institutions. But it was more than that. It was strengthening Canada's financial system following a financial crisis. It was an incredible time, and I was very privileged to work with amazing directors who helped develop the tools to strengthen the global financial system as it is today. So at the time, I was the only director with senior leadership experience at financial institutions. So that risk lens helped bring long-term operational insights into the organization. I'm also a former member of the AGLC, the Alberta Gaming, Liquor and Cannabis Commission, and this is a Crown commercial operation that generates $2.4 billion a year that goes directly into schools, hospitals, and $400 million of this goes directly to charities. So we reduced red tape by 51% while modernizing regulation and amplifying social responsibility. And I currently sit on the Future Forward Council Advisory Board of Global University Systems, which is a private international university group based in the Netherlands with over 36 campuses worldwide. So we create space for quality education in sectors including healthcare, technology, providing medical schools, business schools, law schools, and that's all without government funding. I would say the first thing is know your value proposition. This is your board value proposition. You need to be able to demonstrate your skills and how your skills will help organizations navigate the complexities of the business environment in which they operate and think long term. You're moving from an operational mindset to a fiduciary and governance mindset where you're responsible for the long-term direction and the success for the organization. So my finance, strategy, and economic risk and complex business transformation experience really helped me connect to boards and board opportunities. And I would say the second most important thing is to network. Go to industry functions, go to governance type functions, connect with your peers, your mentors, and especially directors on governance committees. I've sat on many governance committees, and really on the internal track, it's all about succession planning for the board and also maintaining a pipeline of qualified potential directors. So it works both ways. I did find myself in a situation where I had to turn down a board position offer. So I thought very long and hard about it. And then I ended up recommending two people who eventually got connected with the board. Had I not met these people and had they not been top of mind in my networking, I would not have been able to make this happen. When boards look at renewing, board renewal, or board succession planning, they look at their skills matrix. They look at the skills of the people around the table, what they're missing, and what they need to guide the organization moving forward. And often that's finance and capital markets experience, or at least being able to understand a balance sheet, human resources, where is AI heading, what's that going to do to the labor force, industry knowledge, technology, cybersecurity, and strategy and risk. But most importantly, it's the ability to think long-term and strategically, and what do all these uncertainties mean in the organization moving forward. We are living in a time of increasing uncertainty, ranging from geopolitical events, tariffs, the rise of AI, cybersecurity, and right here at home, rising prices and the cost of living. So boards need people with skills to understand the risks these organizations face, the opportunities, and how to navigate these complexities, whether they're in operations, technology, labor force, or finance or capital markets. I would say that I found the ICD designation valuable. It provided me with a strong governance framework, and very early on in my board career really clarified the lines between board and management and how management works together, but board sets the long-term strategy and is responsible for the long-term success of the organization. But in addition, having experienced judgment and the ability to work collaboratively and continuously learn are very important skills to have. And I've continued my education through a global competent boards designation, but also recently learning what it's like to look at AI governance oversight, what's happening in the technology world, cybersecurity, which is top of mind, and what are we going to do about talent, the workforce, as the demographic population starts changing. Board service is really a continuous journey that's built over time. It starts well before you land your first board position. The experiences I found that I took on, the questions I learned to ask, the relationships I built eventually became part of what I take to the boardroom. So I would say, know your value proposition, stay curious, keep learning, ask good questions, support others along the way, and bring your authentic self to every opportunity.